At 917 Washington Street, located inside Mr. Frank's Food Mart, you can find the one and only Smokehouse Barbecue. Owner of Smokehouse, Bob Desmarais, has been at this location for just over a year now.
I'm the owner, I'm the chef, I'm pit master, if you can say that, because I have electric smokers. So Smokehouse Barbecue, it's not regional, it's really what I like. For years I lived in the Caribbean, and I had a lot of friends from southern United States, and they all made barbecue. And some made it from this, and different styles from all over the place, and I kind of picked what I liked from where I liked it, and just kind of made it my own from there. I've been in the kitchens and cooking for 40 plus years. Spent a lot of time, dozen years down in the Caribbean. Again, introduced to a lot of different types of food, a lot of different regional foods, global foods down there. So it was eye-opening as far as cooking goes. I have a passion for barbecue, a passion for food in general, but barbecue in particular. It's always been right up my alley. Enjoy the slow smoked meats. It's just mouth-watering. I look forward to coming into work every day.
In addition to loving what he does every single day, he also loves the customer base that comes with being in a town like Norwood.
I've only been here for 23 years, but Norwood there's no community like it that I've seen in my travels. It's a wonderful home feeling, and the people here are amazing and phenomenal. Wouldn't be anywhere else. There's tremendous clientele here. Honeydew, Mr. Frank's are wonderful people. They've been, phenomenal to me. The customers are great. And I get to do my thing.
If the name Smokehouse seems familiar, you might remember the old location in South Norwood.
I had down in South Norwood, had Smokehouse Grill. It was a little bit different, very similar, a little bit different menus because I had some different equipment. But here we're just takeout, and so I don't have steak tips. There I had a grill, I had steak tips. Here I don't. There's not many barbecues in the area, for one. Another thing, like I said, a lot of places go sort of regional. This is Texas barbecue, this is Carolina barbecue. So I'm really kind of a hybrid of, I think, just what tastes good. All barbecue is good barbecue, but you got to cook it with love. Otherwise, you're not cooking if you're not cooking with love, right?
If you're looking for a meal for the whole family, or you just want to try something different for lunch, you can always head to Smokehouse Barbecue at 917 Washington Street. You can also order online at smokehousebarbecuego.com.
Everyday stress can take its toll on your body. Looking for a way to let it all slide away? Well, look no further than Restorative Massage and Wellness, located at 714 Washington Street in Norwood Center. Offering an array of services, owner Isaac Massey is ready to help you get restored.
My name is Isaac, and I am the owner at Restorative Massages and Wellness. My background as I was working as a nursing assistant back in 2005, and I get pulled out and trained by physical therapists and occupational therapists as a restorative aide. This is where the name of the business comes from.
Using his knowledge in occupational therapy, Isaac furthered his education and became a licensed massage therapist.
And I was working side by side with physical therapists and occupational therapists. And at the end, then I decided to become a massage therapist right now. So my background, my training with PT and OT lead me to a point that being successful as a massage therapist, especially when it's come to sports massage.
While Restorative Massage has been in Norwood for some time now, they are offering new services at their Washington Street location.
So now we have some new service that we add on. As you can see, we have images that we add on for skincare. We do skincare, facial, waxes, and massage. But one of the most important things that we add right now is the spa day services that client comes in, they get a massage in the same room, and then they get the facial at the same time, as well as couples and single. The couples massage is one of the signature that we have, and also that's very important to us. That I can say it around. We do the same room, and the room is very big and special for the client to be in the same room side by side. And we have two therapists that especially trained to be in the room to provide a couples massage with them.
Isaac is passionate about his business and works along with his team to meet each client's needs.
And I think that I enjoy doing what I'm doing, and also that I remember when I was working at Harvard University, so after I left and come here and open up this place, and within a space of like 4 years, this is where we are right now. I think that I enjoy doing it, and I feel like every client that walked through the door after they leave, they're very happy with the service.
To learn more about Restorative Massage and Wellness, you can visit their website at www.restorativemassages.com, give them a call, or just walk in.
I started in Norwood in 2015, and I was working at 532 Washington Street, and we opened up the location. I've been very supportive, and I can say we grew a lot. I can't say enough about the town, and I've been very successful, and also that supporting throughout the COVID with the help and that we get from the town.
Carl Sharpley, owner of Irish Brewing, located at Norwood Space Center, is no stranger to owning and operating a brewery.
So I've been in the brewing business since 2010 in California. I also have another business out there, Santa Monica Brew Works, which I helped develop. Obviously I'm from Ireland. I love beer, and I always enjoyed making it, and I always enjoyed seeing people drink it and socializing, and that's really why I got involved in this business.
Sharpley, who is originally from Ireland, fell in love with Norwood and their Irish culture and decided to open Irish Brewing in May 2022.
Yeah, Irish Brewing is totally unique in a sense. I mean, we're going to talk to our brewmaster in a few minutes, but we really concentrate on like stouts and ales, sours, gruits. So we're kind of traditionalists here in a sense. Everything's low ABV, easy drinking. We're not heavy on the IPAs like everyone else. We like to have variety across the board and really concentrate on Irish styles. What we do is we source some ingredients from Ireland. We use Irish seaweed, we use Irish soda bread in our sour. Any ingredients, some grains, malts, anything that we can get our hands on from Ireland, we'll use here.
Anthony Pasalacqua has been brewing for over 10 years and was thrilled to take on the title of head brewer at Irish Brewing for the past 2 years.
So we offer European style beers, not purely European beers, but European style with lower ABV, more beers that actually, as we call it here, taste like beer, not necessarily dessert beers, and all the beers loaded with more adjuncts than actual grain, going back to the actual classics, beer that actually stays to a particular style. So we do everything in-house except for our largest beer that we distribute, Southie Light. That used to be in-house, that was my creation, but now our place isn't big enough to distribute Massachusetts, so we had to sub that out to Dorchester Brewing Company.
Irish Brewing offers much more than only beer. They offer coffee, pizza, and more.
Well, we have a coffee shop that's open in the morning, Tuesday through Saturday. So we roast our own coffee beans. We get beans from all across the world. Right now we have Guatemalan and I think Honduran beans, some Ethiopian beans. So whatever decent beans we can get hold of, we'll roast them here and we'll serve them ourselves. So you won't get a fresher cup in Norwood than here. We do have a full liquor license as well, so we do offer wine. We do offer some Irish whiskies, some seltzers, so we have options for everyone, not just craft beer. The food, we have an amazing bar pizza. So a company in Canton called Big D's Pizza closed down last year, unfortunately. So we were able to grab their chefs, their amazing chefs, Anastasia and Andrea. So now we offer bar pizza here. And bar pizza is obviously special to the South Shore. And so that's what we specialize in.
So we took over the business from Napoleon Cafe in Washington Street in Canton about 2 years ago, and then they closed down the restaurant. Everybody retired, so we found a new home here. I like the uniqueness of the type of pizza that we do. The South Shore bar pizza is not a very common concept. It's a very original concept.
Just
in
on the
our
South Shore.
area.
It's
So
on the
we
South
have
Shore.
people from New York. We have people from Chicago talking about our, from relatives and everything, talking about our style of pizza. So we're proud to
we're very proud.
Something that unique.
And it's been the same recipe for 76 years.
78 now.
Yeah.
Maybe 77,
Yeah.
78, yeah.
Sharpley is happy to call Norwood home and loves how the Norwood community has embraced his staff and brewery as one of their own.
Norwood has been great. Town have been fantastic to work with. I can't say enough about everyone at Town Hall. I love the people here, and yeah, I mean, there's not enough good things I could say about being in Norwood. It was a big change of pace for me coming from Santa Monica, but I have to say I do love it. I love the Irish American community. I love the Irish community, and people in general are just great out here. You know, I would say step foot in here first of all, and come and meet the staff. You know, we're not a huge company. We're a small company, and you know, everybody's local that works here. We've got a great team of people. You know, we really like to socialise here, so we're always engaging with our customers. And you know, as they say, we like to have the crack. You know, crack in Ireland is fun, so this is a great place to do that.
To learn more about Irish Brewing, visit their website, Facebook, or Instagram pages. Looking to sweeten up your day? Located at 694 Washington Street in the heart of Norwood is where you'll find the shop that will satisfy your sweet tooth.
The simple sweets we have like boba tea. It's been really popular in this couple of years. We sell like fruit teas, and like smoothies, protein drinks.
Simple Sweets, owned and operated by Angela Zhu, is the only bubble tea shop located here in Norwood.
Simple Sweet, it's a really unique store in Norwood. Not many boba tea stores around this area. We opened up the Simple Sweet because we're selling the boba tea in Mizuya for a while. We get a lot of like good feedback. Now we can come to the Simple Sweet. It's more convenient for those boba tea lovers to traveling all the way to the Boston area.
Boba, or bubble tea, originated in Taiwan and is most commonly served cold and consists of green or black tea, or milk tea, which is any tea-based drink with milk added. A variety of different jellies and bobas, which are small round balls that pop with flavor, are added to the beverage.
I love sweet things. I love to create all different kind of drink. That's my special. This is a popping boba. Kids love it. Really popular. I started making the drink for my kids first, and then my kids say, "Oh, it's lovely. It's so yummy, mommy. You should like open the store just selling these drinks." The most popular drinks are milk tea and fruit tea, such as brown sugar milk tea with the boba. This is a top seller. And the passion fruit tea, peach fruit tea, it's my favorite. And also we have mochi donuts.
Simple Sweets definitely has its sweet side, but it also has options for those who prefer a salty snack.
We have so many different kinds of ramen noodles, from chickens, shrimp, lobster, kimchi ramens, and beef ramens, vegan ramens, gluten-free, rice noodles. I love Norwood. I've been here for 3 years since we opened, during the COVID, we opened up the Mizuya. I get so many supports. The people, it's really friendly. It supports a local business. It's really, really nice town.
Simple Sweets is open Sunday 11 a.m. to 8:30 p.m., Monday through Thursday 11:30 to 8:30, and 11:30 to 9:30 on Friday and Saturday. You can always check out Simple Sweets on their social media, their website, and in person, right on 694 Washington Street.
Located on Washington Street, just a block up from the Norwood Town Common, is a new business that specializes in buying, selling, repairing, and restoring used guitars and amplifiers.
Bay State Vintage Guitars was founded in 1982 by my father, Craig Jones, and for the better part of 40 years was located at 295 Huntington Avenue in Boston. And about 4 years ago, we moved here after our building was sold that we had been renting in. And Norwood has been a great home for us.
Aaron Jones is a big fan of the move from Boston to Norwood, and he is happy with his new home.
Norwood is a great place for a small business. It's easy to get to, it's affordable, and there's plenty of resources here for people who own small businesses, like the Friends of Norwood Center, for example. And you know, we found our new home here, and it's great.
When you enter the shop, you are surrounded by guitars of all ages. Gibson Les Pauls, Fender Stratocasters, Martin Acoustics, and even a lap steel guitar. It is a Guitar Hall of Fame right here in Norwood.
So when you come into our store, one of the first things you'll notice is the guitar wall. And we try to keep a very wide assortment of instruments on display. Everything from vintage Martins to new custom builds based on vintage guitars to newer instruments. We really get into a little bit of everything. Our specialty is vintage and collectible pieces, but we do a little bit of everything. Our customers range from beginning guitarists all the way up to touring professional musicians, and we provide sales and service on instruments and amplifiers.
With over 40 years of experience, Bay State Vintage Guitars can make modifications and repairs of all kinds. There isn't much they haven't done before.
So here at Bay State Vintage Guitars, when someone brings us an instrument, the process starts with an evaluation. By examining the instrument, we're able to tell exactly what it might need to be brought back to its full potential, whether that be a simple setup or a more comprehensive restoration. Working on instruments, bringing them back to their full potential, particularly doing full restorations on older instruments, is really satisfying work. To see something that has been perhaps neglected for decades come back to life and be at its full potential, it's very rewarding. A lot of people can be very attached to their instruments. It's a very personal thing. It's what they use to make their art. So when someone brings their instrument to us for some sort of service and they entrust it to us, we try to treat it as if it's our very own. You know, we try to give them the best service we possibly can.
Boston has always been known for its music schools and its strong music scene. Many famous musicians have stopped by Bay State Vintage Guitars for maintenance and repairs.
Over the years, my father and I have worked with numerous well-known musicians, everyone from Aerosmith to Paul Simon, Keith Urban, Joe Bonamassa, all manner of professional musicians. It's nice to be able to be a part of what those great artists are doing.
Bay State Vintage Guitar has been the area's leading vintage specialist for over 40 years. Stop by and see what they have to offer.
We try to have a little something for everyone. If you're a beginning guitarist, we should have something to suit your needs. If you're a collector, we have all kinds of, of interesting pieces. And if you're a pro, we can take care of all your service needs, basically whatever you need as a professional musician. Or if you just need some solid advice on what you should do with your instrument or amplifier, come on by anytime.
Charlie's Angels Pet Initiative, otherwise known as CAPI, is a local nonprofit that simply aims to help people care for and stay with the animals that they care about by providing food, toys, preventatives, as well as helping with veterinary bills.
Charlie's Angels Pet Initiative is based out of Norwood, actually based out of the Dirty Dog, which is where we are now, Dog Wash in Norwood. We store all of our stuff here, we have our meetings here, and we are a virtual team. There are 12 members of the board. Most of us are small business owners and volunteers. Everybody's a volunteer, and we fund ourselves by raising money and donations and having events. This is Charlie. So as you can see, he does like to be stylish. His trademark is his mohawk, which his stylist, his Glam Squad, does like to groom him and spike it up. Depending on the season, it changes colors, so red Valentine's Day, red, white, and blue for 4th of July. Charlie is a rescue. I got him from Friends of Homeless Animals in Rhode Island in 2016. I think he was 7 months old. Everywhere I go, he's there. He rides on the back of the bike from time to time. He has his own goggles and helmet.
Candy Finch, the president and founder of CAPI, didn't start out her career in the nonprofit world.
None of this was in my background. I was in corporate America. I had global titles in 2 $10 billion companies, traveling the world, making a ton of money. I left corporate America in 2013. A lot of reasons, but I was also the course medical coordinator for the Boston Marathon. And if you remember 2013, so after that I said, you know what, I think I'm going to take the summer off from everything. I did, and then starting a nonprofit, which I definitely had no experience. So the moral of the story is, what was I thinking? But I'm happy I did it. I'm glad I did it.
Charlie's Angels Pet Initiative leads the pack in making sure owners can keep and care for the pets that they call family.
Well, I don't think, and people can correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't know of anything out there that's like us. Our primary goal is to set up food pantries and make sure that people who have pets can afford to keep them. So they have to have food, they have to have accessories like leashes and collars and beds and water bowls. And they also have to have vet bills covered because they can't afford it. I think my main thought is that people who probably need a pet the most are probably the people who can't afford it the most, if that makes sense. And we don't just do dogs, by the way, we also take care of cats, bearded dragon, and 2 parrots so far. So we don't discriminate against pets. That pet's important to you, it's important to us. We don't shame people, we don't judge. So if somebody has to rehome or they can't afford, we don't judge. We just want you and your animal to be fine. That's it.
While they do have food stored at Dirty Dog, Cappy also has multiple other dog food pantry spots around town.
The food pantries that we have set up right now are currently at the Norwood Food Pantry in Norwood. We're actually helping them and subsidizing and or supplying their food that they're handing out to their clients. We also have a shelf in the Norwood Senior Center. They actually, we have a shelf there, so that gets replenished. One of our volunteers drives around and replenishes all the food. And we deliver to people when we need to. I know we've delivered to a couple houses where the people couldn't get out. So we'll do whatever we need to do as best we can to help in any way we can.
It's definitely getting to meet all of the community members and their pets, of course, too, and all of the stories that are truly so devastating, but then getting to help in some way. Because it sometimes feels like, oh my gosh, what else can we do? We want to keep these pets with people that they're comfortable with, and it's hard sometimes with finances. And so if we can keep them together, that is the best. It's the best ever. So this is Pookie. He is one of the sweet pups that we've had the opportunity to help through Charlie's Angels. Pookie unfortunately lost his human mom to cancer, and he was willed to a family friend. And Pookie, being medically complex, had some really large vet bills that needed covered. And so we were able to help cover the cost of cataract surgery, a mass removal. Yeah, here you go, buddy. And eye drops and regular medications. He's also diabetic and so needs regular insulin injections. And that, as you can imagine, vet bills are crazy. So we are able to help him stay healthy and happy and really comfortable. And we're so proud of that opportunity.
While any town would be happy to have a nonprofit like Cappy in their community, Candy is happy that she picked Norwood.
I love Norwood. I love the community. I think, it's a very welcoming committee at town most of the time. But I think it's a great community, and I love Norwood. My business is located in Norwood, so even though it's a virtual company, I am listed as a business in Norwood. I love it. And all the donations, again, I want to point that out, every penny goes to the organization. It does not, nobody gets paid.
Charlie's Angels Pet Initiative is not a shelter or a rescue, but they are always looking for donations. You can donate with money or even donate your space or place of business as a location for an event. Sharing Cappy's posts on social media is just as good to help get the word out, and if you'd like to learn more about Cappy, you can go to charliesangelspetiniative.org, and that's Charlie spelled C-H-A-R-L-E-Y.
Precision Paws, located at 607 Washington Street in the heart of downtown Norwood, grooms all different breeds of dogs. Owner Carlene Baker shares a little about her dog grooming business.
Precision Paws is a full-service grooming salon. I do one-on-one services. I do all my dogs in rotation, but we do nail trims, baths, ears, nail clipping, do it all. I do all dogs. I hear from customers that, I'm really good with nervous dogs. Old dogs, new dogs, I've been doing this for 16 years, so I do them all.
Carlene didn't originally plan to go into grooming, but she sure is glad she did.
So I was actually a vet tech student at Mount Ida College, and while I was doing vet tech, a big name company had a salon and they were looking for bathers. I started out as a bather, and by the time I graduated, I was actually the manager of the salon. They trained me how to groom, and I was there for 15 years before I decided to venture off on my own.
Carlene was no stranger to the town of Norwood, so when the commercial space opened up, she knew she had to jump on it.
My first apartment when I was in college was in Norwood. I used to live in Windsor Gardens. And I just love the town. I love the people. It's such good energy here. And when I was looking for my business, I searched, places open in Norwood Center, and it popped up, so here I am.
Carlene explains her favorite part of the Norwood community and what makes it so special.
I think honestly, the one thing that I do love every day is the people. Walking by, saying hello, even customers, well, I call them customers, but people who don't bring their dogs in, still walk by every morning, say hello. The mailman's awesome. I don't even know his name, but he pops in every day and we talk. It's just the environment, the people, the community is really what I love about the center and where I am.
For Carlene, the greatest joy is having happy customers and happy pups.
My clients were always great, but I think the one thing that I really like about, what I've loved about grooming period, not so much my own business, is just like once the owners come back for the dogs, just how happy they are. And when they're like, oh, he's beautiful, like it just makes my heart go 2 sizes. So it's really sweet. I like that connection, the human-animal bond, and just, making them look nice. I'm here, call me, pop in, talk to me. I work mostly by text just because, it's the new age. But I'm always available if somebody wants to just come in and tell me about their dogs. I have it all the time. I have a nervous dog. What do you do? How do you do? I'm always willing to talk, so just pop in, I'm here. I'm a one-woman show. I love what I do. Come down and say hello.
Located on 500 Washington Street, Cassandra Skincare and Spa is a brand new spot to get some self-care. And for owner and esthetician Cassandra Pinciaro, rejuvenating and nourishing clients' skin is her passion.
So we're an aesthetic salon. We focus on skincare and spa services. So we do facials, microneedling, chemical peels. We do waxing, spray tanning, lymphatic massage, brows, lashes, so anything skincare and spa services we do. I was born and raised in Norwood. I graduated Norwood High in 2017. After that, I went to Catherine Hines and did the medical aesthetics program. That's where I found my love for skincare, and then after that, I worked for 6 years in the aesthetics business. That's when I learned how to manage a salon, how to run a salon, and now I can open up my own, and I love how it's in Norwood. So I'm the owner and esthetician. I do all the facial treatments, all the spa treatments. So if you're getting a treatment, it's most likely going to be done by me. So something that we do that's a little different is we do something called an American facial. So we have something called a heat mask in our facial. This deeply heats the skin, so anything underneath the skin comes out much easier, but also it's easier on the client. Less manipulation of the skin because everything comes up nice and easy. We also do use steam in our facials, but we just have that extra heat mask that really enhances the service. When I say it liquefies everything underneath the surface of your skin, so it comes up really easy instead of like picking and pulling too much at the skin.
Okay, take a deep breath in and out.
The relaxation and rejuvenation my clients get, just feeling better after a service. It's not only feels good to look better, but even just to feel better walking out. It's just a great part of the service. So overall, just making my clients feel happy once they leave, but also focusing on anything that they're more concerned about in their skin.
Ever since growing up in Norwood, Cassandra has stayed local and is grateful to be able to open up her own business right in the town she grew up in.
I love that I get to open it up in Norwood just because I know everyone in Norwood. I get so much support from people in the community. So it's just an overall great place to be located. I have so many friends and family in this area. Norwood has so many great people, so it's such a great spot to be in. I love when someone comes in and they're not feeling really confident in their skin, and then we can really go through, do treatment-based services that can make them feel better and really focus on what they're worried about. So just seeing the transformation from when they come in and they're not feeling too confident, and then just leaving and feeling much better about their skin.
To learn more about Cassandra Skincare and Spa, you can call or text to book an appointment, stop in for a consultation to find out the best service for your skin, and you can also check out CassandraSkincare.com to see the list of services offered. Cassandra is also offering a special deal for first-time clients.
I'm going to be doing 20% off all first-time clients, so if you're into skincare, if you haven't really tried skincare yet, you can come in and get 20% off your first service.
Nestled in the center of town, Charles River Running offers a shopping experience that sets the bar for a small business shopping.
My name is Charlotte Walsh, and I'm the owner and operator of Charles River Running, which is located at 679 Washington Street. My store is a sit and fit, full service running and walking specialty store. I've always had that kind of entrepreneurial spirit. Never was a great fit in an office or corporate environment, so I just started thinking maybe this area needs a specialty run store. So I carry the big five, which is Asics, Saucony, Brooks, New Balance, and Mizuno. We also carry On and Hoka, which are two brands that have come along since I opened 12 years ago.
And it's not just shoes at Charles River Running. Charlotte offers some extra options you may need when you're out for a run.
I like to say that running is the most low-cost sport because all you need is a good pair of shoes, but there are other things that you do need. In the winter, you're going to need some hats and some gloves. Socks are really important. In the summer, it's really important to stay hydrated, so we have all types of things to help you stay hydrated when you run, whether that's a belt or a handheld water bottle or a backpack. We sell some really fantastic sunscreen for athletes, which is really important, hats, and then we have apparel and also nutrition. So if you're going long and you're out there for more than an hour, you really should be fueling. So we have booze and we have chews and all those types of things.
But Charlotte and Charles River Running offer more than fabulous local retail.
Probably 50% of the spirit of this place is our very social and low-key, low-stress, no pressure run and walk group called Thursday Strong. So it's a weekly group, it's not coached, and we meet here at the store at 6:30 p.m. on Thursday nights. We always offer a 2, 3, and 5 mile option, and you get a map with directions delivered to your email. We pride ourselves in never getting anyone lost or leaving anyone behind. So people get to choose their distance and they can go at their own pace. And it's a really friendly social group. So I recommend it to people that are just moving to the area. We have a lot of people that walk, and just because we're called Charles River Running doesn't mean that we're only for runners. So the club is really, really social, low pressure, all ages, speeds, and abilities are welcome.
Charlotte is forever grateful for becoming a part of the Norwood community.
We wouldn't be here without the people in our community supporting us. And it's not just runners and walkers, it's high school athletes, it's people that work on their feet all day long, healthcare professionals, postal service people. All these people need a proper pair of shoes to wear because it's your foundation. So we have lots of customers from all different occupations and places that come and buy their shoes here. And so I really appreciate that, and I'm just really thankful.
Charles River Running has made its mark as a staple of Norwood Center.
Norwood is a very business-friendly town, and it's a town where there's a solid community of people that love the downtown and support the downtown, and that's really the key to it, because you can open the best business in town, but if you don't have customers that believe in shopping local and buying local, and you're not going to make it. So Norwood's got that. It's really the perfect place to have a small business. So we have a website, charlesriverrunning.com. We're also on Facebook and Instagram. I send out a constant contact newsletter every month, which just lets people know what is going on at the store. We host demo runs, fun runs, or you can always just pop in because we're open 5 days a week, Tuesday through Saturday, 10 to 6, and it's a friendly space. And I have a dog who likes to be rubbed and scratched, so It's an added bonus.
For over 32 years, there has been a familiar face on the street corner next to the bowling alley. Ed Hickey has been selling flowers to his longtime regular customers and friends, and to new customers who he has just met.
My name is Ed Hickey. I've been on this corner here selling cut flowers, and we sell generally cut flowers, roses, carnations, mom's mini carnations. And I've been doing it, we think, I look back, about 32 years, and it's an opportunity to meet a lot of people too. There's a social aspect to it.
Over the years, both new customers and old always ask the same question.
And the general question is, what do you have? So what we have to sell is, we sell generally the carnations and the roses by the dozen. We got some mixed bunches. We have different styles of flower. So the cut mums mixed with roses or carnations look good. People like, I think, more colorful mixed bunches, and they're probably the most popular. And we've expanded on some of the type of flowers, but there's certain things that I'm not a fine florist type of thing. There's certain flowers that I really can't use because they'd have to be able to withstand the different type of weather that we're gonna, even this weekend you get sunny day like yesterday. Today we get an overcast, cooler day.
Selling flowers outdoors is a seasonal business and is based on the weather conditions.
I'm out here during the spring into the late June when it gets too warm, and I take a few months off, and then come back in the fall through the holidays, at least Thanksgiving. That's determined by what the flowers can handle. I mean, I'm an old man and I don't like certain parts of the weather either, but the flowers, if it's too hot or too cold, they can't. So, put it this way, the Harvard Business School would not tell you that you can go out of business for 2 months and then show back up.
Many town organizations come to Ed to ask for his help. They know that his flowers make their event a little extra special. But there is one event that is a little extra special for Ed.
Well, the giving back, let me just explain. A lot of people say, well, do you donate? I don't, but any of the churches, any of the schools, any of the sports teams, things like that, whatever I can buy it for and I try to get the best price, then that's what I would charge an organization. I will tell you that there is only one organization that I donate, and I get a lot of great publicity out of it thanks to Timmy McDonough and George Usovich. But the Circle of Hope, they're Dancing with the Stars. They're great about how much they thank me, and we make sure that the dancers all get a bunch of mixed flowers for that. That's partly because of the people on that committee, and obviously knowing Lee Kennedy for years and years. And that's the type of people and the type of organizations that you deal with. But in a town like Norwood, I think you got to give back a little bit too. And part of the reason that I think that I've had some success in this little venture is that the people appreciate that, and I appreciate their business. And let's be honest, most of the people that buy are from Norwood. Once in a while there'll be some out-of-towners. The great thing for me is that I know a lot of these people, and if I don't know the person, the young person particularly that's buying, I probably grew up with their parents, and it's nice to think that more than one generation has been a customer base of mine down here.
In addition to selling and talking about flowers, Ed's Corner business is also a popular place to catch up on Norwood sports, what's going on in town and the world.
And down here, while I'm sitting here doing nothing, which is my wife thinks is most of the time, that's generally what we're talking about. We're talking about the sports teams in Norwood, other things that are going on in this town. It's a corner where we solve a lot of the world's problems here too. I hope everybody understands that.
So if you're looking for fresh cut flowers at a reasonable price, stop by and see Ed at his famous corner. He'll make sure that you leave happy, and he'll be happy to meet you.
I'd love to meet other people. I hope people come by. As you can see, if you come by, you better be willing to spend a little time, because I can talk for a while. But always interested in meeting new people. If I can help you for a quick, easy in and out, and I think at a reasonable price. I'd like to meet people. I like to talk to people. So stop by, and I guess there was a famous guy that used to say, "Come on down," and he did pretty well selling cars here in Norwood. So I hope to say the same thing. I think I've done pretty well selling some flowers here in Norwood. So I want to thank everybody in the town. You've been great to me. Thank you.
Giving flowers has always been a sign to show that we care. And here in Norwood, not only are you experiencing the personal touch of buying flowers, you are also experiencing the personal touch of meeting Ed Hickey. Reporting for Norwood News, I'm Jack Tolman.
The Auto Mile in Norwood is home to some of the longest tenured companies in town. One of those companies is Republic Plumbing Supply, a local family-owned business that has been serving Norwood for a few generations. President of Republic, Tom Summers, speaks to the history behind the company and how he got his start.
Republic was started by my grandfather in 1977. He purchased Republic Pipe and Electric, and it's grown into, we started with one store on Route 1, and we've grown to as much as 10, and now we have 9 stores. We have 5 showrooms, we have 8 parts counter locations, 130 employees. Our flagship store is on Route 1 in Norwood, right on the Auto Mile. I grew up in Falmouth. I went to college in Montana. Moved back here for a job at PricewaterhouseCoopers in Boston in 2008, and I started with Republic in 2010.
Tom also talks about the benefits of buying a part from Republic as opposed to somewhere else.
The quality of product, the quality of people. You know, if you buy something at Republic, you're buying it from us. We stay with you from start to finish, and we're here afterwards to help you out.
Republic Plumbing Supply is more than just a president and a showroom. The guys behind the counter, like counter manager Brian Duggan, are ready to help you with anything you may need, any way they can.
I'm in charge of overseeing the counter sales. I enjoy helping people the most. It's good when you can just solve someone's issues, you know it. I know when I go to a car place, I don't know anything, so if the guy can get me whatever part I need, that's super great that I don't have to worry about it. Absolutely, as long as it's something we can get, and even if we can't get it, we'll usually tell you the best way to get it, just because, if we can't provide the part, at least we can point you in the right direction. We do have probably over 30,000 SKUs in the building, so the brands that we do know, we know very well, and we're able to help people with parts often.
The counter guys can't do their job if things aren't stocked and ready, and warehouse manager Steve Parker makes sure each and every SKU is present and accounted for.
I oversee all of the deliveries, the inventory, the hiring, the firing, all of the receiving aspect where stuff comes into our branch and we divvy it out to our other branches to sell to all around the area here. It can be difficult at times. There's lots that you're juggling at the same time. Many issues arise with many different departments that I'm kind of overseeing everything. The key is really to have real good heads in your departments that you can rely on. I don't like to sit still. I like to do many different things at once, and I feel like I utilize my abilities in that case very well. Oh, this warehouse isn't big enough, let me tell you. We're constantly looking to expand. We're looking for a new distribution center to get into right now to help alleviate how much stuff we have actually stuffed away back here. Definitely, I'd say over 50,000 SKUs inside the store. Hundreds of different companies, all the same item, but different brands. Different reasons for stocking it, but I'll tell you what, my guys know where it is, so if you need help finding anything, we'll take care of you.
The company is not only thankful their flagship stores here in Norwood, but they are also thankful of what they get to do every single day.
Working for a small business, it's great. It's great. It's the backbone of America, and I love it. Being on the Auto Mile is fantastic. The people are great. The town's great. Very fortunate to have the location we have and the people we have, and can't say enough good things.
For more information about Republic Plumbing Supply, whether you want to check out the showroom or you just need something at the counter, you can always check them out at republicsupplyco.com, give them a call, or visit them right on Route 1 at 890 Providence Highway.
So You Lucky Dogs is a dog daycare facility. We offer grooming and daycare and training for all of those three things for the dogs of Norwood.
Paul Malloy, owner of You Lucky Dogs, located at 169 Railroad Ave, has always had a passion for training dogs throughout his life.
So it started with me in a younger age. When I was a younger guy, I enjoyed training of dogs. I'm very passionate about dogs. I own dogs myself, and I've spent a lot of time in hunting dog training in my career, my time. My wife was also brought up in a family where her father was a dog trainer. So as children, we were introduced to it, and that kind of just grew for the love of dogs.
You Lucky Dogs takes pride in listening to their customers and staff and making You Lucky Dogs the best place it can be.
So I think one of the things that we've always thrived to do when we opened the business was just listen to the people, listen to the customers, listen to our staff. I think it's been good for us just to get the feedback from everybody, and any continuous improvement that we offered was not really my idea, but the staff or our customers. And I think that's kind of set us aside for not only location is great, we're right in the center of town, but I think it really gives people the reassurance that we listen. We want to, if you tell me something, I'm going to do what I can to get it done, rather than just, nod my head and say, yeah, we're going to do that.
Paul saw a need for a local daycare facility in the town of Norwood.
Well, it helps I live here, for sure. I'm a Norwood resident, and my kids grew up here, but honestly, when we thought about the business and we looked around town, there wasn't really anywhere. When my wife and my kids or myself would take the dog and we wanted to go on a vacation, there wasn't really anywhere in close proximity to have that availability. So it was something we thought about, give it some thought for quite some time, and eventually we just thought it'd be, we got some feedback from a lot of the community. I am a soccer coach here in Norwood with my kids, and I got a lot of people talking to me about, it'd be a great idea. So we followed through with it, and we love Norwood, love the people.
Being a longtime resident in Norwood, Paul knew this is where he wanted to open up his business.
I mean, we've been blessed with the clientele and their dogs. The dogs have been fantastic. I mean, you talk about a community or dogs representing their people, we got it right here. The dogs are awesome, people are friendly, we love it.
At You Lucky Dogs, they pride themselves on making the dogs feel comfortable.
Yeah, one of the things that we definitely thrive to make sure happen is that, we don't crate the dogs. The crates are there for the dog's convenience. If they decide that they wanted to go and just get away, it's like kids going to school, right? They may need a little time to relax. I don't want to play anymore. Maybe that's the older dog. The younger dog wants to go all day. So we have indoor-outdoor space that's completely open. So a dog can be indoors if they want, they can be outdoors if they want. We have the play pools at back. All of our outdoor facilities is got turf. It's all sports turf. And I think it just gives the dog that freedom of, I can do what I want, when I want, but with continuous supervision. So that's why we maintain all our staff here, and they're constantly interacting with the dog all day. But it is that freedom, I think, gives it the uniqueness, I guess. And we have a lot of overhead garage doors that we can open it right up so it's fully ventilated. If we do have an extreme heat day, we are able to bring all the dogs inside and we crank up the air conditioners, turn on the fans to circulate the air, and it's quite comfortable.
To learn more about You Lucky Dogs, visit their website on Facebook, Instagram, or just stop by and say hello. Located at Norwood Airport, Tassos Euro Cafe has been serving up Greek specialties for nearly 20 years. However, Tassos' roots started somewhere else.
Born in Quincy, raised in Quincy, restaurant was in Quincy Center, 22 years. A lot different from this Tasso's. It was more like a pizza sub shop, a few Greek items. We had a fire in the restaurant in Quincy in 2001, which we lost our business and got on with life, finished college. I have 3 sisters, we all finished school. And then we got a call from a friend of my father's who was working at the airport and said, you know, Tasso, I have a place for you. It's vacant right now. We can't seem to keep, you know, anything good in there. So come check it out. My father has a conference call with all 3 sisters and he's like, I want you guys to come and check out a location. And we're like, where is it? He goes, Norwood Airport. And I'm like, oh, please, please just stop. Like, enough with this. Like, what is wrong with you? I'm like, Norwood Airport, come on, really? So we all come and he's like, you know, showing us around and he's telling us, you know, his story on what he thinks. And I'm like, you know what? You know what? Let's do it.
And they did indeed. Almost 2 decades later, Tasso's is still thriving.
Customers that come in once, they're, you know, their family, they come in forever. But we have new customers that come in and they'll say, oh, well, I love Greek food, but my husband doesn't, so I'll have the pasticcio, for example, but he's gonna have the chicken fingers. And I'm like, really, chicken fingers? Like, get the chicken souvlaki. I'm sure you're gonna like it. If you don't, I'll get you chicken fingers. And 9 times out of 10, they like the chicken souvlaki. Just because it's Greek doesn't mean that you're not gonna like it. Some Greek food is delicious.
Being located at the airport, even some famous faces have had their favorite dishes at Tasso's.
You wanna, you know, you always want to acknowledge them so they know that they're the famous faces. One of our local celebrities who was just here is Ernie Bach Jr., Steven Tyler. We have a lot of the sports people come in, football. Christian Fourier is a regular with his family. We had Bill Belichick was here. Maria Stefanos in the news industry is here all the time. Maria loves our finikia and she loves our avgolemono soup.
Every dish at Tasso's has been homemade since the beginning.
So our menu is more authentic. Everything is homemade here and my mother makes the true authentic yaya version of everything. Tasso is my father. He started this business a long time ago. He had a heart transplant in 2019, so he's retired from the cooking business. He does still come in and make sure that I dot my T's and I dot my I's and cross my T's. He would say, you said that wrong, and he would point. But he does do that, and he sometimes, if you see cameras around here, he'll pop in and he'll make sure that, you know, we're doing the right thing.
But if you're not quite ready to make the jump into the Mediterranean cuisine, the menu at Tasso's will not let you go hungry.
Well, you can go from a plain garden salad all the way to a pepperoni pizza. You can order a steak and cheese sub. You can order baked lamb. We have macaroni and cheese for you know, kids to adults. You have a 5-year-old ordering mac and cheese and you also have a 90-year-old ordering mac and cheese. It's that good. There's so much on the menu. Sometimes you might come in and we'll say, we're out of that, but that's because we try to keep everything fresh.
Even Christiana has her favorite dish.
It's hard to pick one, but it's easy for me to tell you moussaka is my favorite. I can eat moussaka every single day. I love it. Whenever I go to a Greek restaurant, when I travel, I like to go to Greek restaurants. Like my sister, she's going to Bahamas in a couple of weeks, and I said, oh, I'll have to give you the address of the Greek restaurant there. Go check it out. I like to order pastizzo or moussaka because you can tell how well a Greek cooks by the bechamel on the pastizzo or moussaka.
While Tasso's isn't in Norwood Center, Tasso's is well connected to the business community.
Norwood is very supportive. From uptown to downtown, very supportive. Like we have fellow business people that come in and are always, I'm gonna post you on my Facebook page because I'm so happy I came here. Or the local resident that came from the other side of Norwood and is so happy that we're still in business. Just because a lot of this type of restaurant don't exist anymore. And I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but this type of place, you won't find it in many places. And not only because it's like a family-run business, but the family runs the business. So we're here. Otherwise, we're not open. Otherwise, the door is locked.
To learn more info about Tasos, visit their Facebook page.
I always post specials, different deals we have going on. We have a great family meal deal that we started during COVID. It feeds up, family of 4 and more. It's $49.95. We kind of switch it up every so often. We have different specials throughout the week that we post on Facebook, so definitely check that out. Come in and visit us. Like, even if you just want to walk around and look, we have homemade desserts. Just come sit down and have a cup of coffee. I tell people, you're lonely? Come visit. There's always someone here to talk to. Always.
Tasos Greek dishes are the real deal, and you feel like family from the second you walk through the door. Έχει πάρα πολύ νόστιμα φαγητά και γλυκά, σαν να είσαι στην Ελλάδα. Mazzoni is a family-owned construction company that has been in the business for over 20 years and is now based in Norwood. Mazzoni Construction prides itself in the excellent services provided to local homeowners with professionalism, communication skills, and their attention to detail.
My name is Bruna. I am the partner of Mazzoni. I also do the head of operations, the daily things, and I work alongside my father and my cousin. It's a family-owned business. So we are located in Norwood, Washington Street, right across from Domino's. I feel like that's the easiest way to explain it. People tend to get lost. And yeah, so we're a local family business.
Head of Operations and NHS Class of 2016 graduate Bruna Dos Santos describes how she got into the business and the importance behind the Mazzoni name.
I started working here, I want to say, right after high school. I feel like I stayed 1 year in college, and then I saw that I had the potential of doing something for my family, not just for myself. And so I started working with him as a secretary, worked my way up, and now I'm here as his partner and also head of operations. So I do the daily things. Everything that has to do with the back office is on me and my cousin Gabriella. So we're here. So we are a Brazilian family, also Italian, so that's where Mazzoni comes from. It's actually all of our cousins' first generation middle name. And so a way to tribute our family some way, somehow. My father, who actually started this business many years ago, he decided to just name it after us because we have that tradition going, so just give a little bit of legacy to our name.
Bruna and Mazzoni Construction is a family company first, and she describes what makes them different from the rest, as well as how they begin each job.
What makes us different is that we are just so very tight-knit, and we understand. Because we're such a local business and we're so family-oriented, we understand that things take time. Some people, they have an idea in their head and they just can't seem to find the words or the right design. And I feel like something that makes us very different is that we have that ability to bring someone's design in real life, something that they didn't even know they wanted. And I feel like because we're so personable that we understand there's a lot of things that can happen, and we just try to get to the outcome as swiftly as possible. Obviously with construction, a lot of things are unplanned and very hard to, decipher. But yeah, I think what makes us different is we're just personable. We're very small, we're very understanding. So our process of building with the project begins before we even take the permit, I should say. So we like to assess every project very carefully. And we do this thing that we call a book, which is basically we just have all the information for a client, and not a lot of construction companies do that. So if you were to hire somebody to do a small bathroom, we take that initiative to put the little details in, even if it's something very small and very quick. So I think that also makes us different in terms of project building. So I enjoy mostly about working in the business is just having the ability to work with my family. I want to say that, you know, sometimes it's people's weaknesses, but for me, it's something that's exciting to be with my family all the time. Obviously, there are ups and downs. Nothing's ever perfect at all. But it's fun knowing that we're doing this together as a family rather than just doing it for someone else's family, you know? So I enjoyed that, but the aspect of construction itself, I take a lot of pride in the work that we do, which is why we post there a lot, which is why, you know, on Facebook, especially on Norwood now, you know, when someone's like, hey, do you guys have any recommendations? Not only just like all of our family go and say, no, Mazzoni Construction, but it's also like seeing someone else refer us, like someone that's not family tied. I take pride in that because I know that what we're doing is so foundational, it's something that someone can look back and, you know, say like, oh, I did this. Like, especially driving by a house and knowing that, hey, like we had our little touch there, it's exciting. And also knowing that we help people re-fall in love with their house, that sometimes people just like don't, and so when they get renovation, they're like, no, I love this again. And so it's fun, it's an exciting journey. Even in the mistakes, it's exciting. Doing business in Norwood, so we don't specialize in this area. We're from this area, but it's not our specialty. We usually do more upper Mass, like Lexington, Bedford, all of that. So we recently just started dabbling in Norwood, and we just started doing a house, I want to say the beginning of this year. Well, it was a very long process, but we started fully renovating the house this year. It was a house that caught on fire last year. And so that kind of, you know, helped us dip our toes in the water. But everybody from Norwood is very like tight-knit, and it's something that we can relate to because we're so family-oriented. And you know, when I moved here, I want to say 13-ish years ago, almost 14 years ago, I wasn't sure if I was going to fit in, and I feel like even being a new business here, it's the same thing as going to a school. It's like you're not sure if you're going to fit in, but everybody's has welcomed us with open arms, and especially now since we have the office here, everybody's like interested, always asking, coming by, say hi. So I like it, it's nice.
Mazzoni also provides free estimates. And to learn more, visit their website at MazzoniConstructionInc.com and check out their Facebook and Instagram.
We also do, because a lot of companies, when you do an estimate, it's not free. And so we always like to tell everybody when we call or when they call us, like, hey, no obligation, free estimate, you know, even if it's just to talk ideas. Because one thing, again, of difference that we have is my dad's brain. As I like to say, he's very knowledgeable, and because of that knowledge, even just talking to him, you can have an idea in your head, and he's like, well, what if we do it this way? And they're like, yes, like why didn't I even think of that? So it's stuff like that that I like to push out and let people know that we're here. So.
If you are looking for any kind of battery and want exceptional customer service, stop by Interstate All Battery Center of Norwood. Just head down Vanderbilt Ave and take a right onto Morgan Drive, and you'll find them at 51 Morgan Drive. They are a battery business serving retail customers and commercial accounts, offering car battery testing, battery service, and much more. Led by manager Richard Furtado, they are your one-stop for batteries.
So Interstate All Battery Center is a division of Interstate Battery. They're known for their car batteries, so they decided to get into the market with all batteries to do a full coverage of batteries. You know, we have full variety, cordless phone batteries, lawn and garden batteries, watch and fob batteries. So we have tool batteries, and some of the tool batteries that you can't get, we're able to rebuild the battery pack, and it's as good as new, like the battery pack that you bought. Anything we can't get, we try to source out and get it to help out the customer. And we do the full coverage on it. It's a one-stop battery store. Our customers are commercial people, DPWs, municipalities, hospitals. We also have retail people that come in. Your friends on the street, neighbors on the street come in. Word spreads around, they all come and purchase the batteries. So it's a commercial and retail market. We're open to everybody.
General purpose batteries are widely available, but at Interstate All Battery Center, they will help make sure that you need a battery and purchase the right one.
So a lot of people come in with, a certain battery. They all look the same. They think, oh, I can just go anywhere and buy this battery. Well, over here, I analyze the battery. I'm able to come up with a good cross-reference and give them the correct battery the first time. So, they're working on my knowledge, they're working on my accuracy. So that's why they come in.
One of Interstate All Battery Center's popular services is testing and replacing car and truck batteries. No appointment is necessary, and they will provide a free test so you can see if it has what it takes to get you through the season.
So I provide free battery tests. It takes about 30 seconds to do a full battery test. I'm able to determine what the battery is putting out for voltage, what it's putting out for amps, in comparison to what the battery is rated at. I can also check the charging system of the vehicle and make sure that the alternator is working properly too.
Sometimes opening and replacing the battery to your car's remote starter can be difficult. Here, they will replace it while you wait.
So we do a lot of what they call key fob batteries. So that's your clicker to unlock your car and to start your car. So the customer is able to bring it in, I'm able to open it up, replace the battery in a quick fashion, and they're on their way. Generally, I have everything in stock, so they're able to leave with a new battery, make sure it's working when they leave here without any problem.
Watch batteries are also difficult to open and replace. They have all the right tools, and you'll leave with your watch up and running.
One of the popular services that we offer is the watch battery replacement. We have all the tools and equipment needed to open up the watches as well as close the watches after making the battery replacement. And we have a full line of the batteries to put in the watches. So we can do that while you wait. You can actually watch us do it while we're doing it. It only takes a matter of a few minutes. Come on over.
Nationally, Interstate All Battery Center has recycled over 27 million batteries, and they work to make sure that every old, dead battery gets new life. Some batteries cannot be disposed of in the trash, but at Interstate All Battery Center, you can just walk in and drop off your old battery.
Here at Interstate Batteries, we're a green company. We participate in the recycling program. We accept any batteries for recycling. We end up packaging them up, sending them back. They get sent back to the smelter and they're properly recycled, no matter whether you bought the battery from us or not.
Interstate All Battery Center opened in 2014, and they are pleased to be helping the Norwood community.
We've been in business in Norwood about 10 years right now, and we have a good following. We have a good group of people that come in, and most of them come in with questions, and that's what I'm here for. I'm here to answer the questions. It's great working with the town of Norwood. As I've said before, we deal with the DPW department and many of the town departments of Norwood. We have a lot of the Norwood residents come in, so we're very happy, and we welcome anybody from Norwood and surrounding areas to visit me.
Richard Furtado is a friendly manager who's delivered excellent customer service for over 2 decades. Stop by Interstate All Battery Center and he'll make sure you get the most battery life from any of your devices.
I get a lot of gratification from helping out customers. I've been doing it over 23 years right now. As I said, I went for specialized training and learning about batteries, and it makes me feel good when I help out a customer and solve a problem. I consider myself a problem solver. I want to invite everyone to either call me at 781-232-5089 or come down and see me. I'm here to help you. We're here to provide outrageous customer service to you. Anything we can do to assist you, I'm more than happy to assist you and answer any question, no matter what the question might be.
Located across from the town common and next to Norwood Theater, Daddy's Dairy isn't your normal ice cream shop. It offers over 80 flavors and toppings.
Well, we just have so many options. We have over 80 hard serve, we have hundreds of soft serve flavors. You're not going to find that anywhere. And we also have a whole topping board. Like, we have just so many things. We have vegan ice cream, we have slush, we have everything you could think of, and every store has their own school sprinkles that we have listed over there on the board, and it's just, Daddy's Dairy is just like one of a kind.
Manager Colleen McCready knew that Daddy's Dairy was the perfect fit when she saw the job description posted.
I actually saw that the owner had posted about cake decorators, and I said, oh, that's really close to my house. Let me see if I get the job. So I got hired before the Norwood location opened, and I've been here ever since, making the cookies, cakes, pies, making sure everything's stocked, just making sure everything is up to their standards and just looks nice. And because people eat with their eyes first, so you come in, you wanna see everything looks clean, looks nice, everyone looks put together, and yeah, so that's just kind of managing that. And like employees, like the teenagers, and just training them, making sure they know how to handle food properly, just like everything.
Daddy's Dairy isn't just an ice cream shop. It offers custom cakes that Colleen has made a staple at the Norwood location.
Well, everything's made here in-house, start to finish. We mold all the cakes. It's just 2 layers of ice cream and then the cake crunch in the middle. So there's no actual baking anything, and then we mold those, and then we unmold them, and then we frost them, decorate them however. We have the ones for the cases that are always in stock, and then we do custom orders where all those flavors I just mentioned, that you can pick 2 of those and we can make a cake with it, and any decoration you could think of.
Colleen started her cake decorating over a decade ago at another local establishment.
I started at Garino's well over a decade ago, and then I had taken a break because I had kids, and then I came and started here, and then the owner was nice enough to give me like full creative reign, and I just kind of went with it, and I've learned a lot from her, and it's like I've grown immensely while being here as far as like designs.
The Norwood community always shows up for their local businesses, and the response to Daddy's Dairy has been great.
The community here has been great, especially with the Common there. We're always involved in something. We always make sure to try to, donate. We do like I've done gift baskets for like the Scholarship Foundation, things like that. So we try to give back as much as they've given to us, and it's always been very nice. And the people have been great, and it's just been a great, 5 years, 5, 6.
Downtown Norwood has always had an ice cream spot. If you remember Brigham's, Ice Jack, now having Daddy's Dairy in town is another spot for all to enjoy, because who doesn't love an ice cream treat?
We get a mix of everyone, but like the kids, they just come in and it's just like sensory overload, but they get so excited to try samples of everything. And then the older, like we have like an older demographic as well. While the kids are in school, they'll come in and like sit down. Well, it's quiet, and then there's concerts, or if there's anything from the theater, we always have an overflow of that. A lot of families, just really everyone loves ice cream, so we get everyone.
To learn more about Daddy's Dairy, visit their website or social media pages.
Serving the town of Norwood since the late 60s, Rojo's has grown from a small car wash to an automotive one-stop shop.
So Rojo's is a business that serves automotive needs of all kinds. We recently ventured into the food business as well, having a store here with a chef, having made-to-order food and a high-quality grab-and-go. Kind of got the idea from stopping at rest stops in Maine, when you would pull over and you would get high-quality food at a gas station, which is kind of new to Massachusetts. But other than that, all automotive needs, just trying to detail cars, wash cars, fuel cars, anything we could think of that would serve automotive other than mechanical items and getting car repairs done. My father, growing up, came from nothing and really just worked his butt off to get where he was. And he always taught me that when all else fails, try again. He invested in the farmland in Norwood and bought a little piece of property on Route 1, which is currently the old Fiat store. And he put a little small, what they called the Whirly Wash back then, and that's how it started. And he just felt that there was a need to wash cars. People liked their cars. At that point, most car washing was done at home in your driveway, but he saw the need that it would be a service-based business in the future. It just goes to show you that when in life, when you think you hit rock bottom, try again, and eventually you'll succeed. Persistence does pay off.
And paid off it did. Rojo's has grown to 4 locations in recent years, with 2 locations in Norwood on Route 1 and Dean Street, as well as a new state-of-the-art car wash in Walpole and Wareham.
We put a conveyor belt versus an old school metal track. Customers enjoyed that experience. And then we opened one up recently in 2024 in Wareham down the Cape to expand our reach. That's one growth we've had, but the other growth is that society is shifting from at-home car washing. At-home car washing, you would drive in the 70s around on a Saturday, and many people would be washing their car in their driveway. Due to 2 main reasons, that's slowed down dramatically. One is people are busier these days and they pay for services more than they used to. And number 2 is the environmental effects. When you wash your car in your driveway, all of that water, that dirty water, goes into the storm drain system, where when a car wash, it goes through the proper treatment and gets pumped out, or it goes through a gas oil separator and gets cleaned before it enters anything.
Rojo's has been part of the Norwood business community for over 50 years, and Shelby is grateful.
Norwood's great. I love Norwood. Born and raised. My grandmother was born here. My grandfather was born here. My mother was born here. And I was born here. I love Norwood, right? But I will say they're also business friendly. Norwood's done a really good job of keeping their Route 1 corridor full, vibrant, and effective. By effective, I mean it gives a great tax base to the town to keep residential rates low. So doing business in Norwood's been great, from town hall to the building department to the manager's office. Everyone is very, very business friendly in the right areas. I mean, I've talked with multiple people in town hall, like I mentioned before, the planning, everything, and they've been really, really open-minded and responsive on ideas.
Shelby teamed up with a big name in Norwood business, Ernie Bach Jr. The two came together to give back to the community by giving away free gas not once, but twice in 2022.
Ernie called me and said he wanted to do something great for the community. And you never know what that means with Ernie, because Ernie has these big ideas, and I don't think we're at the level of Ernie idea-wise, but he's like, I want to give away free gas. And my thought was like, that's gonna cost mayhem. How do we do it, right? And I go, do you know how much that costs? And he's like, yeah, we'll cap it and we'll do a generous donation to give back to the community. So I'm like, I'm all in. We'll figure it out. Ernie bought all the gas for these people, which was such a nice thing. And then we provided food giveaways, extra staff on site. We gave a ton of food to people just so they could, while they're in line sitting there, they got something to do. And who doesn't like a free snack, right? I had one lady tell me that she couldn't pay her rent that month, and it was a choice between food or gas that week before her paycheck came. And she was gonna choose food, but then couldn't have gas for work. And this one tank of gas, call it $60, changed the trajectory of her week, month, year. That's amazing. So due to Ernie's generosity and the outlet here at Rojo, we were able to help a lot of people. And that was only one story. There was multiple more, but that one I won't forget.
Shelby is always looking for ways to improve customer experience.
So the future plans of Rojo, we're gonna keep trying to grow the business, trying to better our technology. We've had some technology challenges in the past where items we try to work on to get better, there's no technology solution out there. I speak to some of my customers and they go, why can't you get this right? And I'm like, honestly, I have such animosity towards some of my technology providers because we don't build our own technology. These are large mega corporations that build technology. We just buy the technology that's provided to us. And we try to buy the best technology in the market. So with technology, my number one thing is reliability. Functions, being able to have cool add-ons. If it's not reliable, I don't want it. And in our industry, it started as a mom and pop industry. So technology is just starting to it's pretty much at its infancy right now in the car wash business. And we're gonna see it get better and better. But my growth will be through technology and implementing better technology on site, and also through growing the site count and growing the business. And doing that through hiring great people and taking care of our people here, because our people are the backbone of our company. It's not Rojo, it's really the employees of Rojo that are the backbone of Rojo.
Carey Place, just off of Dean Street, is home to quite a few hidden gems here in Norwood. One of those gems is Field Martial Arts Academy. Owner and chief instructor Derek Field has been in the martial arts field for quite a few years.
We've been here since 2014. We've been in business since 2011. With our kids' martial arts programs, we have ages from 4 to 13, but they're all at different levels. Our Little Dragons, 4 to 7-year-olds, and then our basic training, or Big Dragons, 7, 8, and up. We have fitness kickboxing and Krav Maga. What I'm most proud about is the community that we built here at the school. We call it the FMAA fam. Everyone's just very supportive, from the kids' classes all the way up through the adults. I've always wanted to have a place that you can just come in and it's a positive place. When you come in, no matter how your day's going, like there's enough negativity out in the world. We kind of want this to be like an oasis of positivity and just bringing out the best in each other. When I was a kid, kind of at like our Little Dragon age, I did martial arts at a school called Fred Villari's, and then I moved around a little bit. I stopped that, and when I ended up moving to Randolph, I started at Boston Taekwondo in Randolph in 1998, and fell in love with it very quickly. Became like an assistant, and I'm getting hired for my instructor Pedro Xavier, and worked there for a number of years. Until I basically went out on my own in 2011.
Derek's love for martial arts keeps him going and allows him to share that with his students each time they walk through the door.
I mean, I get to do martial arts, every day. I get to spread the love of martial arts. I know what it did for me when I was growing up. I really started when I was a teenager at 14. But I just know the effect that it had on me, and I've seen it have similar effects on others, kids to adults. It can make a pretty profound impact, and being able to do that is very rewarding. But like at the same time, classes are fun, high energy, moving around. I get to play dodgeball every now and then. It's pretty sweet. That is really one of the things that made me want to become an instructor and do this as a career, because I saw what it could do. And right now, students are just going through my head as far as different examples. I've had junior black belts who have been with me since they were 4 years old, start off and they can barely, distinguish left from right, and awkward and things like that. And they're like little ninjas now. It's awesome. And along with that, as you said, the confidence that comes with that, just I love it. I love seeing that.
The growth in his students, or little ninjas as he calls them, is incredible to see, and the support from Norwood over the last 10 years has only made field martial arts better.
I mean, honestly, it is the best. Right away when I moved here, I could feel the community vibe really immediately. One of the biggest ways that we get new students is by word of mouth. Right, referrals are a big part of getting the kids in here and the adults in here for that matter too. And we got very strong, connections through that once we got Norwood. A few people came and checked us out, and then from there, their friends and their friends and their friends, right? And you could just tell they really support local business in Norwood. And I think one of the best examples of that as well is Norwood Day. Norwood Day, you can just see how the town kind of turns up and supports the local businesses like that, which I think is really cool to see. I just want you to know that we're very grateful for all the years that we've been in Norwood, 10 years. And if you haven't come check us out yet, we'd be honored to have you come.
You can check out Field Martial Arts on Facebook and Instagram, as well as their website, fieldmartialarts.com. They have trial programs from kids all the way up to adults, so check out a class or participate in one at 170 Carey Place.
Located right across from the Common at 637 Washington Street is a brand new spot that has a variety on the menu that will satisfy all your cravings. Whether you're looking for a classic chicken sandwich, an old school smash burger, or even a lobster roll, you only need to go between the buns.
So Between the Buns is a passion of mine. We do certified Angus beef burgers, and we also do pounded out chicken sandwiches, lobster rolls, and these are all the burgers that I've found throughout my time traveling to always find really good burgers. It's really hard to find them. So I had brought it to Norwood on a menu that we're offering. You know, I believe in quality food everywhere I go. If it's not good, I'm not coming back. And we always want to offer the best burgers we can, especially the best chicken sandwiches. And the lobster rolls are just a special edition that we're offering for a good price. So every morning we come in, we get ready and prepped for the day. We make our salads fresh, we make our cookies. We bake our cookies every day. We prepare you know, our meats. We make house-made dressings and sauces. I have a Blue Bayou sauce that's an award-winning Blue Bayou sauce. It's amazing. Blows any blue cheese out of the water. And then we also have a liquid gold sauce. It's like a souped up honey mustard. Some people say it's sweet. Some people say they like the different mustard taste to it. And then we also make a smash sauce that everybody's going crazy over. So the #1 burger is the Whopper. The #2 burger is our old school smash, and our third is the OG. My personal favorite is the chili bomb, just because I love the chili. It's a house-made chili. It's like a Texas, upstate New York style chili with no beans, and we make it specifically for the hot dogs and the burgers.
How you doing? My name's Mark. I'm the co-owner of Between the Buns. So we have a large menu, basically something for everyone. We have, you know, hot dogs, we've got grilled cheese, we've got lobster rolls, we have chicken sandwiches. We have almost every type of variation of burger you could imagine. Yeah, you know, we have an eclectic menu. You could put any one of our sauces on any one of our fries, chicken, burgers. I mean, anything you would like, we can make it.
I love cooking. I love seeing the expressions on people's faces when they're eating the food. I can literally hear people out here in the dining room going, wow, oh my God. So that just like makes my day like pretty incredible. It means the world to me when I'm eating good food. There's not a lot of other things I'm looking forward to, and I love to give that to people, and I love seeing their reactions. The community's been amazing. I love doing business here in Norwood. The people have been giving us such great feedback and being really understanding, because we have such a small kitchen, and I feel really bad when people are waiting for the food. And we're doing our best to get it out, and we're also training new people. I'm trying to get, you know, everything in line, so we're always offering the best quality and the best customer service possible. And just so you know, we're always going to be trying to push out specials that I have on my list. We'll try to do it every week, either a special burger or a special chicken. And if we have time, maybe you'll get both.
To find out more about Between the Buns and what else they have to offer on their menu, visit their website and their social media.
My name is Ayushma Gimire. I work as a manager at Norwood Spice at 655 Washington Street, located right here in the center of Norwood. I am introducing you guys to our Nepali food and Indian food here. People know varieties of Indian food, but here we are bringing you with a little twist of having Nepali food. Nepali food and Indian food are very similar in our spices that we use. However, with Nepali food, it's a little bit lighter on taste, but same spices, very flavorful. Here we have different Nepali food and Indian food. So we have chicken tikka masala, that's our very popular dish, as a lot of people know. We also have saag paneer, but then we have Nepali dishes like the momos, which is a very popular dish. Even with momos, you can do steamed, you can do fried, you can make it you can dip it in a spicy chili sauce. There's many varieties we have. We also have Nepali special like the goat curry. That's a very traditional meal that I grew up eating when I was there, when I was little. Now bringing that in my culture, my community here. It's wonderful because now that I can show you guys what my culture is like, what the taste is like. This is a family restaurant. We moved to Norwood in 2015, so I am actually not just a business owner here, I also live in this town. My family is here, my brother, sister went to Norwood schools, so Norwood is home. Norwood, we have our family, we have our friends, our community is here. So to bring our Nepali food to the Norwood community, it's a great joy for us because now we can have our community see what Nepali people eat, Nepali culture. Norwood is so diverse with their community that it feels wonderful to be part of the Norwood Center and share our tradition and culture with the people around us. So whenever we have a new customer come in and wants to try Indian food or Nepali food, I always ask them, how do you like spicy? Because not everybody likes spicy. Even I don't like to eat too much spice, but I do like to have flavors in my food. So I always tell them, would you like something creamy or would you like something that's not creamy? Because if you like something creamy, we have a dish that's a most popular dish, chicken tikka masala, because that you can taste the tomatoes, you can taste the creamy, and it's a perfect blend to go with the basmati rice that we have. We have rice, we have different types of naan bread. With our food, we can make them spicy. We can make them not spicy because I know if I were to eat spicy, I would not be feeling good the next day. So if I want, I can get my food, Indian food and Nepali food, in a very mild spice for me that I can tolerate and enjoy. The atmosphere is very friendly here. It's a family restaurant. We're mostly a to-go restaurant because we started right during the mid-pandemic, 2020. We've been here for 4 years. Actually, September was our 4th anniversary here in Norwood. And a lot of people knew us as a takeout restaurant, but now with our dining location, people start coming in, especially with the cold weather outside. We get a lot of dine-ins. People come in with their families. It's a lot of familiar faces that we see. So at this point, they're not just customers. We come in, we see them, and they're like, hi, hello, it's been a long time you've been here. So it's a good environment around it. Family, friends, you want to come in for a nice laid back evening, you can come in, you can just get a drink. We offer beer, we offer wine, we offer non-alcoholic drinks like mango lassi, that's our very popular mango yogurt smoothie. You just want to come in, eat dinner by yourself or your family, or bring your friends and have them try Nepali food or Indian food. We're right here in the center. My dad has been in the United States since early 2000s, and he has worked at one of the oldest Indian restaurants in Massachusetts. He's been in this food industry for so long. We had a restaurant prior to moving to Norwood in Weymouth. That was a bit far for us. Now that we live in Norwood, we have a restaurant right here. And when we first started here, there weren't a lot of Indian restaurants around. There is a couple, but not in the center of town. So to bring Nepali Indian food in the center of the town where it's accessible for a lot of people in the area, it's a great way for us to expose our tradition food to our community. Town of Norwood is, in one word if I have to say it, it's home to me. I've been here for almost 9-10 years of my life. People are very friendly here, people are nice. This is home because not only I live here, my business is here. I know we've started to know the local people around here. We are very friendly just within the center itself. If I know that if I'm in any sort of trouble, if I need any help, my neighbors next door, whether it's Missoula or whether it's Fuego, we have a good community here that will be there for us. It's just a very homey feeling. And having our business here in the center means just joy. Joy, and I'm glad to be part of this.